of stuff are they giving you the most trouble about in terms of censorship? Nudity or
like
language?
waking up.
Just getting out of bed in the morning?
They just have it in their minds that they want to hire somebody, but they don't want any communication made. You know, they want to like make you into something. I don't know. It's like, I guess it goes into white homes. They're worried about that a lot.
What are they? Yeah, you know, it's funny. Gwen Barrett, our associate producer, or sometime producer, is black. You know, and Carmen Matias is Hispanic.
You have to be colored to be on television. You can't,
yeah, colored.
Yes, you can't be black. You have to have a little colored in there, just a taste.
Tad.
Yeah, just to keep it interesting for America.
Yeah. Well, she said, when we were talking about your humor, that your humor offends white people, and I'm not that easily offended. Like, I'm not coming from a spot where Richard Pryor is going to offend me. I think you have humor that makes us see a lot of the truth and laugh at things we wouldn't normally laugh at. I think that's part of what you're doing. What do you think that these executives are afraid you're going to do to white America?
Probably stop some racism.
Stop racism?
I caught it this time. What's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, people? Yes, I know my mic was muted. Thank you for everybody telling me beforehand. Hey, how's everybody doing? I'm not gonna lie, guys. I kind of was lazy today. All right. So, a little bit of the backstory. I actually head off today, and I had some business I needed to take care of, and so I quite frankly, I just, you know, after I got off and deal with it, came home, chilled, talked with an artist who was giving me some tips, some information about my art. Some shit that like all right, so one of the things about an artist that I know some people would identify with, if you have art that you feel is halfway decent and somebody who isn't an artist gives you a compliment, you kind of feel like, yeah, thank you. But when you actually hear it from different artists, like we have Wajid in the chat, like when you have like critique but praise from artists whose work you respect, it actually helps. It actually, you know, and me and Wajid was talking the other day, and another artist was talking today, and it's like getting that camaraderie from different artists, like, hey, this is good here, this is shit you need to work on. Like, that shit just, it takes you from a place of, hate to say it, like what normies may consider good art, to just like, yeah, like just that strength alone of just like, hey, it's just one of those things where it actually helps. It actually helps. And I had one of those conversations today. It was one of those things where it's just like, yeah. By the way, guys, good evening. It's fucking Wednesday. Oh God, it's Wednesday. Yeah, okay. Hey, by the way, I do want to say this. It's about we're about 2 weeks away from Anime Midwest. So if you guys are into anime, if you're into like cons, I like, yeah, I want to be an Anime Midwest in an artist table, and I don't know if I've actually here. Let me actually see if I actually have it. Hold on, guys. So let's see if I have it. I'm actually gonna be even hosting a panel. Hosting a panel at Anime Midwest. It's just one of those things where here. Let's just go ahead and play this shit. Yeah, this actually wasn't part of the plan. But this is me at Anime Midwest 2018. This is the first time I went. And yeah, I kind of this is when I had my baby locks. Oh shit. Let's play this shit a little bit. Let's critique this motherfucker. Let's fucking critique this fresh face crimson YouTuber. Let's go. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. 60620. I'm actually heading to Anime Midwest. This is the last day of the convention. Had other things to do this weekend, like work freaking 8 hours at home trying to put my stereo on my couch. Still didn't get it done. Anyway, it is Anime Midwest, and you guys are seeing this video. Keep in mind that there are some nice looking ladies here. Look at this motherfucker talking about how women look. How dare he? How dare he say it out in open? He should have just thought it privately and then put it on YouTube. But I am walking in the convention center, and you'll get pictures and you'll get my log. Peace. All right, I still haven't made it in the convention center. I saw somebody. However, you can see the different little costumes that everybody's have. There's another Sora with the regular Kingdom Key. We have a Deadpool over there. Can you guys see him? Probably not. A lot of edgy hair around here. A lot of different costumes and comics. Now, mind you guys, this was the last day. This was the last day of the convention where it was pretty much wrapping up. This is like the mid day of the last day. Go inside. Nice little displays, mugs and things. Some actual great things. Pens. Different artists over here. Yeah, like this is fucking awesome. Like, let's go to another one. Hey, how much are those posters?
20, 2 for 35, and 3 for 25.
And you guys only take cash, right?
Take card, it's tax. So you can mix and match with shirts.
Now this motherfucker going to an anime convention broke. How is this motherfucker going to an anime convention broke? lot different than what I expected. What did you expect, motherfucker? Just weebs running around everywhere? I guess it's weebs running around everywhere. But you guys know what I mean. You guys know what the fuck I mean. All right. So, yeah, that is something that
give me the most trouble about it.
That is something that I look forward to. I don't know if I did a I know I did one where here. I know I did a few where I did that's 2020. I did kind of out delete. Like I'm just hyping myself up for this shit because like it was one of those like this is what I miss. Like this is what I miss. This is one of the things that I really miss with conventions. This is kind out delete. Let's see if I can bring it up. Wow, you see so many different costumes, and this is why I don't come in costume.
Hey, we have wins.
Okay. Yeah.
I got stuff. I've got it.
He's got prior command.
I have got other things, prior commands that
I'm trying to find where I pick up the passes from.
We go through the store all the way down to
And the Hyatt in
we are still continuing to walk through the convention. Yeah. See, Thriller.
And it's just like you just get around your people. So if you don't know who,
Making my way around the con.
all right, so that's enough for right there. That's enough for right there. If you don't know, I actually met. I was at two different places in the panel where I met Chris Ayers. Not Chris Ayers, Rob Ayers. I'm sorry. So if you don't know who Rob Ayers is, he's most notably known for a few animes. He was Tokuma in Heaven's Lost Property. He has a few other ones. He's widely known as Frost, the English version of Frost in Dragon Ball Super. He's Chris Ayers' brother. So Chris Ayers is Frieza in Dragon Ball, the English voice of Frieza in Dragon Ball. Rob Ayers is his brother, and he plays Frost. Like, yeah, like I love these conventions. And even when I was at a table for most of the convention, 2019, that shit was fucking awesome. I mean, like, you get to sit back and talk about nerd shit. Now, I may not be the most extensive with popular animes, but like, it is fucking fun. It's fucking hilarious to actually just be able to sit back and talk about animes. It's like, if you guys are into music, it's like having a conversation with another person that likes music. And this shit is just like, man, I'm an introvert. I am an introvert. Most of the time when I'm speaking, I actually, the reason why I can actually do this channel with you guys where I make videos and stuff like that, because I feel like it's a one-on-one person. But other than that, I'm an introvert. I just like, when it comes to like big groups, but when it comes to like small intimate settings, I make the joke about intimate. I'm okay, but man, when we get into the conventions, and one of the things that I found out, and one of the things that is was just awesome. Like, I never knew like how opening and inviting those conventions are. Of course, they're toxic people, but they're let out. The one that I did in the Con Out Delete, which is normally the winter convention, one day, the first day I went by myself. The second day I took my daughter. She enjoyed it. Like, we went to panels that she wanted to go to, and she actually liked it. Another day of that convention, I actually took a date that I was let's just say I was courting at that time, and she actually enjoyed it. It's not just a collection of weebs on it, you know, in one area freaking the fuck out. It's just like, it's a convention. And so I can't wait for it. I know it's gonna be a little bit different after COVID, but still in all, I can't wait for it. You get to meet different artists. You get to meet different just fans of the different mangas that you, or animes that you actually like. Yeah, I can't wait for it. The fun part is over. Now let's oh god, let's get into some cringe. Hi everybody. Thank you. First of all, before we go anywhere, I wanted to say thank you for choosing to watch this video, this clip. We do this every Monday, I guess Monday through Friday now at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we're gonna be looking at torture for me. I know. Why do you say it's torture for me? Because, well, this motherfucker that I want to talk about fancies himself cool and great, and my brain just hemorrhaged from all of the stupidity that I know that's about to happen. We have Elliott Hulse. Now, if you haven't seen previous videos that I did of this stupid fucker, count yourself lucky. If you are into masochism, go ahead and just search my channel for Elliott Hulse. And yeah, prepare for your brain to melt. Let's see why he says that man should suffer. All right, let's go. Oh.
Okay, this religion is weird. Why would God make his son, right? This is the idea. He would pour himself into this human form and then offer himself up to these horrible people to whip him, to beat him, to put thorns on his head, let him carry this big cross and then kill him? What kind of God is that? Well,
God that believes in blood magic and like human sacrifice. Oh, like no, for real? Christians, I know Christians say God doesn't believe in human sacrifice. Literally, it's throughout the Bible. But you know, the truth shouldn't stand in the way of a good narrative, right? Narrative. Let's go.
It's the strangest thing when you hear someone say it's a compassionate God. Well, how could a God be so compassionate and allow that to happen? How could he allow that to happen to his son? That don't make any sense. And how can he allow, why is it compassionate and people are suffering?
Yo, Elliott.
Oh God. So, one thing that I don't get about these people, like these guys who want to like, oh shit, like, all right. So one of the things that actually gets me about people like this is how they want to use their platform. They spend so much time talking about self-improvement. They spend so much time talking about the red pill philosophy. But in the end, it's all a grift to try to get people to believe in a failed religion. Or, failed as and false religion. They try to get people to believe in this higher you know, this higher power, where specifically, no, you're just keep using this as a fucking coping mechanism, and then you try to hide it between like, hey, people need to suffer, so isn't it great that our God suffered? No. This is one of the things that always gets me. It's just like, you're trying to wrap up, you know, Bronze Age issues in modern day. That's not how it happens. And then like, fuck, like I don't even though I'm a non-believer, this shit, like, oh, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting my head. Okay, let's go.
Here's the thing with resisting the 9 to 5. Here's one of the tricky things with that. A lot of guys, and I've experienced this with a lot. You know, I was talking about employees before. I've had a lot of employees. I've had a lot of millennial employees. So I kind of get you guys. I'm kind of an old millennial in my thinking, because I think just like you guys. I'm like,
huh? Wait, what? If you're 40, you're a millennial. I'm sorry, Jack. If you're 40, you're a millennial. There's Gen Z now, but like, how does this have to do with anything about your opening about a God sacrificing himself? How? And yes, I'm trying to like go past the whole, this motherfucker thinks he's cute, cute by these fucking red tinted ass glasses. Like, yeah, motherfucker. I'm like, no, you're not. You're fucking not. I'm sorry. I'm going off. I'm going off into a totally, like, no, you're not hip. You're not cool. You're not fucking young. Motherfucker, you look like a boomer's idea of a fucking cool person. But let's go.
I don't want a job. But here's the thing: what a lot of people don't realize is that a non-job is still a fucking job. Like, you literally, and the only difference is, instead of having one boss, you could have 10 bosses. Like, your clients, like say you want to do client work, each one of those clients is a boss, and every single one of them have a different personality, and you're dealing with a different boss at different times. And sometimes you don't feel like dealing with those bosses, but they're the ones that pay you.
All right, so what he's saying is actually true. I don't want to actually take that away from him, and I don't want to just seem like this video is just me just talking shit about him. That is true. If you're out on business, doing a business, trying a business on your own, that's actually correct. And for you to actually, when you try to break away from the corporate structure, such as myself, I'm an artist. I'm somebody who does art. And I'm trying to step away from the corporate structure right now. You know who's my, for lack of a better term, boss, which what I would actually more consist of a client, is whoever I'm doing the commission for, whoever I'm trying to provide that art for. Even if it's art that I'm creating for myself, it's still art. Now, the way this motherfucker is actually trying to make it seem is the way he's trying to put it as always a top person, and it's always a bottom person. I wonder which one Elliott would actually be. But that's not either here or there. But like, you actually see this motherfucker's mindset, because instead of it being, well, we have a partnership, we have a business arrangement. No, these motherfuckers are your boss. You know what, Chief? I'm gonna say it. Nobody's my boss but myself. Even with working with my corporate job, I'm still my own boss, because I still decide if I'm gonna get up, still gonna decide if I'm gonna call off. I'm gonna decide if I'm gonna put in any effort to things. This whole idea of, no, somebody has to be in charge, is the thinking of a small mind. But nobody's accused Elliott of being an intellectual giant. But let's go.
You can't get away from it. You can't get away from it. Even if you are, like, for example, me. You know, there's a bunch of shit I don't want to do. Like, and I love Thursdays. I actually look forward to this. But say, for example, there are times when I don't feel like answering emails. And my promise is to answer you guys' emails. Every Monday, I have to answer to my bosses, which are you guys. Every Monday, whether I want to or not, I sit down there and I could spend 5-6 hours sometimes, depending on how many emails I got. And I got to chug through those emails. I got a job and I got a bunch of bosses. You can't get away from it. There have been times when I used to scorn my position because I'm like, why can't I just have a regular 9-to-5 job?
Okay. No, man. No. All right. I'm going to say this. I'm going to be very honest with you. First, this motherfucker uses scorn in the most fucking weird way. Like, of course, I remember the video that I did when he said the guy needed to scorn his ex, or he needed, like, the fuck, just stop with the word scorn, motherfucker, because you don't use the correct context all the time. And like X says in the chat, like, yeah, templates work really well, and I'm sorry, like, and I do want to go back to this point, especially when you do a job such as this, even though I'm not getting paid for it, even though I'm not making any money from it. When you do a job such as this, such as even advocacy or outreach or political commentary, there are things that you have to do. I fucking get that. But he's acting like a child. Answering emails for your business, you cannot like doing that shit. It's human. But to just say like, oh yeah, these are my bosses? How? It's a child's way of thinking. That's what it is. It is a child's way of thinking. And I'm sorry, like, I still work for corporate and I still have to answer emails and I still have to answer a phone call. Motherfucker, you're very comfortable selling boot camps to where people are just hollering at each other's face. And most of them are, you know, shirtless men walking around patting each other on the back and shit like that. Just saying. Maybe you need to go to another camp where you can actually express yourself like you need to. It's not a bad thing. As a matter of fact, I feel that people should be who the fuck they are. But of course, Elliott wouldn't believe it that way. But let's go.
I used to say that. There's times I still think that. I'm like, why can't I just have one boss? I just punch the clock, I go, and then I come home, and it's done. So the grass is always greener, brother. And you're always going to have to work. It's always going to be something.
It's like that nervous chuckle. It's like, really, dog? Really?
I was listening to this guy speak. Actually, some of you guys might know him. Bulldog Mindset on YouTube. John Sonez. Anyway, he was at the 21 convention. He gave a talk about how, like, you got to work. Everybody's got to work. And he was like telling a story about his friend.
This mindset of you have to work. Now, of course, that's kind of rooted in the. Of course, that's actually rooted in the Protestant work ethic. But these motherfuckers who push this, oh, you gotta work, you gotta suffer, are literally basing that mindset off of a fucking Bronze Age book. A story out of a Bronze Age book where, guess what they didn't really have? They didn't have modern agriculture like we did, like we do, or we did back at the turn of the motherfucking millennia. Like, literally, like, divorce me from that bullshit of where it's like, oh, you have to work, you have to suffer. Newsflash, most of our culture, most of our society aren't fucking farmers tilling the soil. We moved past that. And so, like, how come these people don't see this shit? But let's continue.
friend who, not a friend, but a guy that he met. This guy was a famous pornography guy. Like, he had sex with women for like a living. He made porn movies. Like, that's what he did. And he was like, one of the top guys. Good looking guy. Probably had a huge schlong, and he gets to pipe women all day long. That's his job.
You know what? Okay. I'm sorry to keep stopping it like this, but porn isn't easy. Porn is porn isn't easy. Like you hear a hint of jealousy, like, yeah, he gets to sleep with all these women, and he probably has a big dick. Like this is little dick energy on display right here. This is literally little dick energy. There's a rule of 8 for men in porn. You have to be at least 8 inches. You can be able to last for 88 motherfucking minutes. And what it is like, it was like 8 inches, 88 minutes. And it was one other thing. Like, it was like, these are grueling shit. And it's not, if you're doing a porn, and if you don't have chemistry with that person, you still have to fuck that person. So, yeah, like, this jealousy, this bullshit, like, this is little dick energy right here. Wow. This is little dick energy right here.
And so John asked him, he's like, hey man, do you ever wake up in the morning and you got a job to do, you gotta go fight some hot chick for the video, and you just don't feel like going? And the guy was like, oh man, all the times. You think I want to do this every day? There are times where I just do not want to do it.
Wait. Newsflash. People don't like doing a job. The fuck? Like, how? Oh God, this is such a 14-year-old's understanding of what the porn industry is. What's up, Flip? Like, this is such a 14 years understanding of what porn is. This is sad. But let's hear this story, Antidote Andy.
The guy gets to pipe chicks for a living, and he doesn't want to do it because he's got a job. So it just comes with the territory, and it's just one of these things that once you get it into your head that, bro, this is the scourge of being a man. You're going to have to work. It does not matter. So once you get into your head that you're going to work, you're going to work. You just got to figure out what's most tolerable, not what's great, what's amazing. Anybody who tells you that they get up every day and it's amazing is bullshitting you, and they're trying to sell you something. But if you can get up every day and you do something that you can tolerate, you're a step ahead. So I just want to share that one with you.
Wait, but like, oh wow. If you're a guy, especially when you have freedom, especially where you don't have to grind yourself in a corporate machine where we are fucking dealing with the exploitation of our labor, the exploitation of our time, the exploitation of you doing something to be you, your expressiveness. The fucking suffering and work is not a fucking thing. We don't have to fucking do this. But to roll it back to, well, it's just the way things are. No, motherfucker. That's not just the way things have to be. Human beings are fucking better than that. Human beings are fucking... We have systems. And I hate the fact that he tried to tie this into a religion that was put out by Bronze Age motherfucking goat farmers and fucking agriculturist society to say like, even that says you need to work. No. God, no. And then to say like, even men that have to lay pipe to hot chicks, like porn is a thing. Like porn is still acting. Acting is a thing. How don't that... man, to denigrate somebody's work because you think that, oh, if I was doing it, like, wow, this is dismissive as shit. Let's go.
You gotta be able to tolerate it.
Wait, was he supposed to like keep this part out or cut this part out? Oh, is it telling that we can hear somebody feeding his ass like different lines of shit? Like, oh God. Or is he doing a counseling session? Or his counseling where he's literally talking to somebody and shit and like, wow. Oh, okay.
That's okay, and it's a good place to be. In fact, wrestling with God is how you make advances on your spiritual journey. If there,
how? Wait. Okay. Fuck. All right. So, wow. Was he just waiting for this guy to actually finish talking to throw up exactly what he wanted to say to feed him his new line of bullshit? This guy literally says, I don't know what I believe. Then he states it as a fucking fact. Oh no, you gotta wrestle with God so you can continue to grow. Like, wait, what? Is this the type of shit? Is this the type of content that you pay for when you sign up to be mentored by this motherfucker? Wow. Like, this is like, and I'm sure there are people that feel that they're lost in life, that really, really want some type of direction, that really, really wants to be able to say, they really, really want to be able to like try to find themselves, try to I guess be like try to understand more and more. And I get the grift, like, fuck it. Like, not everybody can be like me that thinks that there is nothing to life but what we make it and not looking for a higher power. Like, I know people in my life. I've met people recently that really think that, you know, there is some plan what they need that they just can't see. It must be a fucking awesome grift. But, you know, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night trying to sell somebody that I know the capital T truth. And all you have to do is listen to me. When this motherfucker, all of this motherfucking chromed on right motherfucking here, couldn't give two shits about somebody's progression in life. The only thing he cares about is selling his fucking boot camp, his books, and his healthy living in order to make a fucking buck. Like, do these people really think that he cares that much more about them? But I guess they believe in a all-powerful, all-knowing God that cares enough about you that he has a specific plan about your life. But let's continue.
There's no wrestle with God. There's no spiritual journey, and you make no advances at all. I've wrestled with God my whole life as well. I've been from religion to religion, and like I thought of God this way and I thought of God that way, and I wrestled so much, just to be completely honest with where I am, I've wrestled so much that finally I was like, you win. And I just went right back to where I started. I was like, well, you win. I'm Catholic. I was born Catholic. That's it. And guess what? The minute I stopped wrestling with God, he started pouring all kinds of wisdom into me. All kinds of, show me a treasure trove, a wide world.
Well, God, well, that if there is no big case for God, there is the fact that Elliott Hulse has wisdom. Yeah, I'm gonna let you sit on that one. The proof of God that Elliott Hulse has wisdom, or Hulse that has wisdom. Anyway, let's go.
That's available to me that wasn't available to me before. I am so in love right now. I'm in love with God and I'm in love with Catholicism. I love it. But it's not because I won the battle. It's because I lost the battle. I kept battling and I failed so much that I let go. And then I was like, okay, this is where you're at. So keep fighting. Keep struggling. Freddie says he has the same experience, but he finds himself lukewarm with God. Lukewarm is a tough place to be. Lukewarm is where you don't want to be. Lukewarm is where the world wants you to be. The world wants you to be lukewarm, meaning, that's how they get us all to be atheists. And when you're an atheist, you have no faith. And when you have no faith, there's no hope. And when there's no hope, there's no meaning. And when there's no meaning, just kill yourself. But if you're quite...
Oh, wow. Shit. How? Oh, God. No, he did not say that shit. He did not say that shit. Wow. He has literally said that if you're lukewarm, that makes you an atheist. Wait, what? Wait, how? Yes, X. We can call him Mr. Fantastic in this motherfucker. Not Mr. Clean, Mr. Fantastic, because that was a fucking stretch. Like, how? Oh, wow. The fact that he literally said that if you're an atheist, you should go self-harm. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. Like, literally. Let's hear that shit again.
Right. When there's no hope, there's no meaning. Yes, you have no faith. That's how they get us all to be atheists. And when you're an atheist, you have no faith. And when you have no faith, there's no hope. And when there's no hope, there's no meaning. And when there's no meaning, just kill yourself.
Wow. Shit. If it's anything that I've actually learned with being an atheist, is hope is something that we give ourselves. Hope is what we surround ourselves with when we realize that there's no fucking grand plan. For this son of a bitch to sit back and say, well, if you're an atheist, you have no hope, so just go harm yourself. Man, fuck you. This is why people are believing in religion. And this is why I'm fucking leaving this video. Because this bullshit is just like, how fucking dare you? How dare you sit back and say this bullshit? Because in the end, you're too fucking have your hair so far up your ass that you think that, if you don't believe in the specific type of sky daddy that I fucking want to believe in, then you're just shit and your life isn't worth it. Man, fuck this. Fuck this. God. Like, this is why this red pill shit is nothing but a fucking right-wing ploy to seem that they're hip and cool and to get motherfuckers back into a fucking organized religion. They want to control women. They want to be able to motherfucking say, oh, you should suffer, so you should fucking deal with it. And then they want to say, you're suffering, so you should believe in God. This bullshit right here. And you don't just hear from this motherfucker. You hear from Coach Red Pill. You hear from all these other motherfuckers who sit back and want to just say, the world was better when we had absolute control and say over what we tell our women and all the other folks. This bullshit. And they are mad and molding because we can't fucking control the fact that we fucking can't we can't control what the fuck everybody else does. And you know what? Like request. I hope I'm saying that it's correct. I don't want to take anybody's else religion away, but I'd be goddamn sure if you tell me because I don't believe in the shit that you believe in that my life is meaningless, man, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy in particular. I swear to God, and this is the shit that I try to stay away from. This is the shit that I try to stay away from. I'm fine with people having their own religion. It's some motherfuckers that I feel like if they say, well, if it wasn't for God, I'd be murdering and killing and all this other good bullshit out there. No, you keep your religion. But fuckers like this, man, fuck this guy. Wrapping up his whole self-help in just to say like, I'm better than you because I have religion. Fuck. On a rant. I'm sorry, guys. Like, yeah, like, look, this is just like it just irritates me, man. It just irritates me. I disagree with so much conservative shit. I disagree with so much other bullshit that I see, but I've never actually taken to the point of just like, well, if you're a Republican, if you're a conservative, just go harm yourself because, you know, you're stupid. Like, no, fuck. But people like this that have their heads so far up their own ass, kiss mine. All of it. But anyway, guys, you know what you guys who's actually watching me don't have to do is you don't have to do anything like that. You can actually just help me by subscribing to the channel, follow, subscribe. If you're watching in live chat, stick around. I have some more videos. If you're watching this on playback, I do this I guess Monday through Friday, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We can come to the chat and watch some videos. Other than that, see you in the next video. Yeah, like you know what? The thing about it is, we all have our different belief systems, and I'm not even mad when people have their belief systems. What my problem is when you try to enforce it on others through laws, or when you try to denigrate others for not believing it. I just like it's one of those things where it's just like I don't feel that we should try to control somebody else's body, who they love, how they want to express themselves. But it's so much the fact that so many people feel that I'd say it like this. Some of the people that hate the way people express and live their lives, I'm always going to say this. I'm not going to say that they are closeted or something of that nature, but they have something in their life that they feel that they can't step out of what's considered the norm to actually do or be it the way that they want to express a talent, be it who they love, be it how they want to be it how they want to express some sort of passion or some sort of self-expression. Like, they have this innate thing of, I have to be normal. Why can't other motherfuckers have to suffer through normality with me? And that's the shit that kind of gets me with these motherfuckers. It's that they feel that they have to suffer through normality. And when they see somebody who's not suffering through normality, then they have to make their life a living hell. So yeah. Fuckers like this, man. Ugh. Yeah. So, oh God. I just can't sometimes. Anyway. I get it, guys. Like, I know I don't normally do the heavy anti-religious but that shit just that shit just went that shit is just irritating as hell. That shit is just irritating as hell. So, All right. So, yeah, that was a thing. Whew. I think I should just go ahead and go to the next video that I want to actually cover today. And quite fitting. Oh God. I know I'm gonna start. Okay. So let's get into the video. All right. So before we get into the video, if you haven't done so already, please like, subscribe, and all that other good shit. It actually helps out the channel a lot. It's definitely going to. I encourage you to do it for this video. If you don't know, I do this every Monday through Friday, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And yeah, this is going to be one of those videos that I'm going to ask, if you do like it, please hit that like button, because I'm about to hit a motherfucking hornet's nest right now. And why I'm about to hit a hornet's nest? Because every time I do a video about this person, oh God, their fans comes in, it's like, you just leave her alone. She's telling the truth. And I just fucking can't take it. We have Gothix. Now, when I originally did a video about Gothix, it was she was giving cover to racists. And I had so many people come into my comment section actually saying, no, leave her alone, she's speaking. Like, there are people in my comment sections that says I'm racist for criticizing an African American woman who's speaking about, or not speaking with, you know, the monolith of all black people. And when they don't realize that she can speak out, that means I can speak out. It's like the irony is wasted on them. And yeah. Oh God. So let's look at this video, which is ironically called "Get Your Emotions in Check, America." I just want to start this. Like, I really want to start this. Like, indignation is an emotion. It's a guttural reaction. It's something that you feel. You feel indignation. You're not being cute. You're not being sly. You're not being, no, I'm being logical. No, you're being just as emotional as everybody else. I know, special word in the chat. What about ism? But like, no, yeah, sure. Let's go.
One of the biggest misconceptions that I hear about myself is that I'm emotionless, or more specifically, lack empathy towards others. This statement couldn't be far from the truth, but I can see why some would jump to that conclusion because I often talk about building mental toughness or callousing one's mind. Not because I believe that human beings shouldn't be allowed to show emotion, but because I realize if gone unchecked, your emotion will consume you and cloud your best judgment.
It's funny because, one, obviously somebody can't say that you're emotional. You're reading from a fucking script. Two, my biggest problem with motherfuckers like Gothix and other people of her ilk, you're not emotionless. That's not your biggest criticism. Your criticism is you're a fucking pick-me. You're a fucking grifter. You're giving cover to fucking racists because they feel if a black woman says it, well, then I'm okay with saying it. And no, that is correct. You should never be only ruled by your emotions. That is fucking awesome. I will give somebody that 100 fucking %. You should never only be ruled by your emotions. But to say that your emotions don't play a part in your every decision that you make. It's asinine. But let's continue.
Hi, my name is Gothix, and today we're getting our emotions in check. These past few months have been a very stressful time for everyone. People are losing friends over political differences, cities are burning because of justice, and let's not forget the folks that are so—
Wait, what cities are burning? Wait, oh shit. God damn it. What cities are burning? What cities are burning? This is this common right-wing motherfucking talking point. What cities are burning? Like, it's like, look, check it out. Let's see something. Portland. Oh, I can't spell. Not Portland, Maine, Portland, Oregon. That city seems like it's still there. Let's see if it's some images. Up, still there. Still there. Close that. Wrong one. Looks like it's still there. Like, it looks as if it's still there. Oh, let's do this one. Let's go back. Oh wow, I did wrong one. The fact that I have to type this question in. Wait, it's still Portland? Wait a minute. Is Portland still standing? And Portland is still standing. What? It's still standing. Is it still standing? One person was shot and killed in the aftermath of a clash between police, but the city is burning. Like the fuck? Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's go.
so fearful of getting sick, they've become comfortable demonizing others as pathogens for having questions about the pandemic. These behaviors are not typical of someone who's for justice. And let's not forget the folks that are so fearful of getting sick, they become comfortable demonizing others as pathogens for having questions about the pandemic.
Yeah, and I should have actually did that, Kevin. But like, what is a question? And I'm gonna actually say this, and I know that there's been a big ramp up on the whole lab leak bullshit. What is a question about the source of the pandemic have anything to do with the motherfucking wear their mask? A motherfucking vaccination. Like, look. Regardless of the fact, wear a mask. Because you don't know if you have the shit. I don't know if I have the shit. Wear your fucking mask. I will never forget. And I'm actually glad that he's in the chat. Ryan's in the chat. A year and a half ago, we were literally sitting in a library before the pandemic hit. We were literally sitting in the library. This motherfucker was under the weather, sick. And as a courtesy to everybody else, because he had to be there, because he was trying to advance his art career, he had on a fucking mask. It is not an issue of somebody trying to fucking control you. It's about being courteous and not trying to spread your fucking diseases. But it's a question, and so I want you to fucking stay away from me, not because you asking a question, it's because you don't fucking believe in science. But I guess that's being emotional, right? The fuck out of here. Let's continue.
These behaviors are not typical of someone who's a rational thinker, but rather someone who's allowing their emotion to do the thinking for them. Have you ever had an argument with a significant other only to later apologize for saying something hurtful because you were upset at that moment? Or how about those who have gone on alcohol binges or maxed out their credit card because they're trying to fill a void after dealing with a breakup or losing a job? So if we take these examples and put them alongside current social issues, then you might understand why I'm so critical about getting your emotions in check.
Wait. How do you take, like, okay, I get it. The most reductum ad absurdum is emotions are involved. But being upset over a breakup, that you're drinking yourself into a stupor, or spending because you actually missed something from somebody, and actually acting a fucking idiot over mask, over the fact that yo God King lost a fucking election, that you're fucking storming the Capitol. Those two things are not like the others. How? And this is the shit that I'm talking about. This is the whole, like, why do people buy this shit? Why do people feel as if she's speaking facts? She's keeping her emotions in charge. No, my criticism with people like this is not only is they pick me motherfuckers, that they saying shit that racists actually can back up. It's the fact that they are scheming these motherfucking racists. If this is a person that didn't have a following, if this is a person that literally just was making the fucking content on the internet and people weren't following, I wouldn't have a fucking problem. It's the fact that I care enough about these goddamn defenders of this motherfucker to say, like, hey, she's just telling you the shit that you want to hear in order to make motherfucking money off of you. You can hate me or whatever, but don't give this motherfucker clout. And the first thing they do, no, she makes me feel good about my fucking racism. How? When you go back and look at Gothix channels, until she made this I'm walking away from the left bullshit, she didn't get any type of views, any type of notification, any type of notice. But as soon as this, haha, I'm taking a Candace Owens path to wealth, then all of a sudden it was a turnaround. It was an audience for it because it makes her money. And maybe she's down the line so much that she's drunk on Kool-Aid. I doubt that yet. We know Candace Owens is down that line already. But this is the shit that I try to tell these motherfuckers about. But, you know, fuck it. Let them pay her money. Let's continue.
Because if your anger prompts you to call a friend mean things during an argument, then we have to assume you're equally as capable of calling someone a Nazi or a racist simply because their opinion upsets you. And if your response to feeling sad after a breakup is to blow your money on an unnecessary purchase or mask the pain with a 40 ounce or two, then it's no surprise why.
Wait, did you guys just catch that? Wait, did you guys just catch that? Fucking dog whistle. Oh, wow. Shit. Wow. Did you guys just catch that dog whistle? Wow. Wow. Shit. Wow. Fuck. And by the way, if I'm calling somebody a Nazi, here. I know Godwin's Law and all that other good shit. If I'm calling somebody a Nazi, it's usually because they're saying Nazi shit. Like, if they're saying X and a JQ, if they're talking about the supremacy of the Aryan race, like, yeah, you're a Nazi, motherfucker. We know what Nazis are. Wow. Wow, shit. All right, this is gonna be, wow, okay. Okay, let's get back to the video.
Why BLM was able to raise millions of dollars while overlooking criminal behavior by pulling on the heartstrings of America. Letting your emotions consume you can cloud your best judgment, making it...
Wait, how was BLM overlooking criminal behavior? Huh? Wait. I'm sorry. I didn't know the crime for passing off the alleged passing off of a counterfeit 20 was execution. I didn't know that. I fucking didn't know that. I didn't know the crime for walking in an unfinished house and just looking around like other people have done in the neighborhood was to be hunted down like you're a fucking dog by these wannabe motherfucking community watch people. I didn't know the crime for loosely being associated with somebody who may have already been charged with a drug offense is for the police to come to your motherfucking door and start a fucking firefight. And the only justice that is issued in that motherfucking whole exchange is the neighbor's walls get justice because a scared bitch ass cop shoots a fucking wall and the wall gets justice over people. I didn't know the justice or the crime of being too happy. And people think that it's weird for you to be happy is to be shot with ketamine and die because of fucking drug overdose. I didn't know that was a crime. I didn't know a crime. It was a crime to be a lawful gun owner when the police ask you to show license and registration that was a death sentence, even though it's lawful. Yeah, sure. Crime. Fuck. I didn't know it was lawful to be playing around in a hotel, in a hotel area, or walking around a hotel area, and a cop puts you in a game of Deadly Simon Says. Well, if you walk forward, don't fall down. If you fall down, I'm gonna shoot you, and then shoot you. But you know, those are crimes. You know, I'm just saying those are crimes. But let's continue.
Easier for you to excuse bad behavior because, well, you're upset. Kind of like the peaceful protesters who excuse...
Wait. Oh, shit. Oh, I can do this too. It's easy for you to excuse bad behavior of cops because you're scared. It's easy for you to excuse bad behavior of cops because you're a racist and you think that everybody that's brown is going to come out and get you. It's easy for you to excuse cops because they protect the wealthy and you think that you're going to be wealthy someday. I can do that too. It's that, what about Islam? Sorry. All right, let's go.
Use looting because, don't worry, the companies have insurance. Or better yet, looting is a form of reparations. Or how about those who claim to...
No, fucker. All right, so Martin Luther King Jr. said that a riot is a voice of the unheard, and he was right. And let's just go out regard of the editorial that is put there. No one has ever said that riots were reparations. No one has actually said that. No one has actually said riots are reparation. What has been attributed to riots is the only time people riot is literally when they feel that they're unheard. You know what else was a riot? You know what else was a riot? This was a riot. This was a riot. This was people going in and smashing privately owned property because they were upset. And they say Tea Party, but it was really the Boston Rum Party. Let's be honest. It was the Boston Rum Party. Let's fucking be honest with this one. But this shit is looked over. This shit is fucking... Oh, no. Fuck that. We wanted freedom from oppression from a tyrannical government that saw some people as better than others. I wonder what can possibly be analogous to that.
To be against racism, but in the same breath will refer to a black conservative as a sellout or a grifter because they have a preconceived opinion that a black person is supposed to think or behave in a specific way. The reality is, well...
Wait. Here it goes. This is what this is really about.
Breath will refer to a black conservative as a sellout or a grifter because they have a preconceived opinion that a black person is supposed to think or behave in a specific way.
That sounds emotional. It sounds like somebody's mad. It sounds like somebody's hurt because they've been accused of being a sellout or a grifter. Is your logical facts dissuading that? The fuck out of here. This whole video is about her emotional backlash about being called out to be somebody who is literally a grifter. You know what? Here's the funny fucking part about it. So, help me out. Riddle me this. I get so many people from the nature of my videos. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I purposely antagonize a lot of them. Shit, I respond to them in the comment section. It's fucking fun. But I get so many people that say, black people should leave the Democratic Party. What have they done for you? But they never actually say the other part. What have the Republicans offered? At least with the Democrats, all bullshit aside, they at least try to make gestures to actually getting my vote, winning my vote. However hollow they ring, at least it's gestures. And you know what? It's better than people to just say like, fuck, bootstraps, pick yourself up. It's better than people that ran the Southern strategy, which all but the most recent head of the RNC have apologized. What, like, here, listen. Who was the... God damn it. Can I actually get it? I know it's on YouTube. Let's see. And it's that clip. It's that clip. Is it Atwater? I think it was Atwater, but I may be misremembering. It is Atwater. So, Here, let's actually listen to this actual video that was done. Now, and I know what and just like bear with me, guys. I'm gonna read this out because I do the podcast for people who can't actually see it when I just do it, and it's just audio. So in 1981, the legendary brutal campaign consultant Lee Atwater was working in Ronald Reagan's White House when he was interviewed by Alexander Lamis. In this audio, made public for the first time ever, Atwater lays out how Republicans can win the vote of racists without sounding racist themselves. Let's hear it.
Here's how I would approach that issue as a statistician or a political scientist, or no, as a psychologist, which I'm not, is how abstract you handle the race thing. In other words, you start out, and now y'all aren't quoting me on this. You start out in 1954 by saying nigger, nigger, nigger. By 1968, you can't say nigger. That hurts your backfire. So you say stuff like forced busing, states' rights, and all that stuff. And you're getting so abstract now. You're talking about cutting taxes, and all of these things you're talking about are totally economic things. And the byproduct of them is blacks get hurt worse than whites. And subconsciously, maybe that is part of it. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that if it is getting that abstract and that coded, that we're doing away with the racial problem one way or the other. You follow me? Because obviously sitting around saying we want to cut taxes, we want to cut this, and we want is much more abstract than even the busing thing, and a hell of a lot more abstract than nigger, you know. So any way you look at it, race is coming on the back burner.
Yeah, I'm gonna let that sink in. Every time I hear fuckers like this who sit back and say you're being emotional, you're letting your feelings actually cloud your judgment, you should just be logical and reasonable. This is the shit that it all boils down to. It's this veneer, it's this coat of just like, well, we don't want to say anything that's going to physically upset you, but we're going to try to coat it. We're going to try to water it down, try to make it so abstract that when it comes down to it, what's the same results? And you heard Atwater say it. It's about, we're going to do shit that's going to hurt one group of people more than the other, but because we're making it so abstract, we're making it so logical, we're making it so reasonable that you don't get it. Maybe subconsciously you get it, but you don't really get it because I'm not saying it out loud. Well, guess what, motherfucker? This shit is out loud. But let's continue with this shit.
Reality is, while COVID lockdowns have done a great job keeping people isolated, they've also created the perfect environment to be alone with your thoughts. For some, that could mean becoming obsessed or invested in whatever headline comes across your screen. And for others, like myself, it gives me an opportunity to research and ask questions. And while it's not wrong for being invested in whatever's on the news, it's pointless if you're not following it up with research beyond the confines of your echo chamber. Because I know, and the media knows, that emotional people are easily manipulated people.
First of all, I love do your own research. You know that's always code for the research that I've already done, the facts that I've already compiled are so dog shit that I'm not going to give it to you so you can pick it apart. But yeah, let's actually go to this. I wonder if her fans actually take this advice. Here, let's see. This is going to be so fucking telling. Saw this one the other day. Here, let's just blow this up. Where is it? Where is it? I know I just had it. I was just reading it just earlier. Fuck. Here, fun fact. This is actually just a comment that I just had. A lot of black people are more conservatives in their ideas. I don't get why this is so weird to people. I'm not saying any negative about your video. I just wish you the best. We should try not acting like everyone is either in it for the money or evil. Again, the Gothix Defense Force. Like, the fuck? Really? Sounds like you being emotional, dog. And again, I offer. Why should I vote for Republicans? Let's see if I can get some more. Hold on. Like, this shit is just... Oh, wow. Like, this shit is just like... It's just like super just like... And these people don't realize it. The shit that they accusing me of are the exact shit that they're fucking doing themselves. Being emotional. And I'll let... Here. Well, this was actually a really good one. Was this it? Oh, shit. What was the one? Oh, that wasn't it. Like, I'm just bringing it up. I'm like finished with the video. It's just one of those things where it's just like people like this sit back and complain about being emotional. Now, I get it. I do live videos. I do it off the cuff. I'm not scripted. I have one scripted video. But the fact is, we can tell where this anger and this hurt is actually coming from. Just because you can sit back and practice it in a fucking video doesn't mean shit. I literally do a call center job. I literally read a script every day. And I can add any type of emotion to it. I can take away emotion from it. But the intent is still there. We know what your emotions are. And it's sad. It's sad that so many people fall for this bullshit. Hey, like I said before, I don't care if somebody is just randomly spewing shit on the internet. It is not my thing. It's the fact that I'm looking out for the motherfuckers who she's using your hatred. She's using your prejudice. She's using your racism to actually fucking help you. To help herself. That's why she's a grifter. Hell. Fuck. And I get it. You may accuse me, if you're a right winger and you've gotten this far into the video, you may accuse me of actually using my platform, using my whatever to be somebody who says that, hey, I'm trying to influence you and all that other good shit. Yeah, that's the nature of the internet. But I'm not capitalizing on your hate. Everybody is in my audience, from the people that's spoken up in chat, the Master Fan, Utah Outcast, everybody in my chat. This isn't an echo chamber. They're not just watching me because, oh, we agree and I'm actually... No, we hold these same beliefs. I'm not causing a movement. It would be nice to actually spark a movement, a revolution, but I am not sitting back and trying to get them to feel good about their beliefs. But motherfuckers like Gothix, motherfuckers like you see, who sell out their own interests. They sell out their own interests to make a fucking quick buck off of you. Be warned. Be warned. Because these motherfuckers will flip on the drop of a hat if they believe that they can make any type of money off of it. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. If you're in chat, please stick around for a little bit longer. And if you're watching this on playback, please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you. All right, guys. I know it's about 10 o'clock where I normally wrap this up. And I kind of had a long type of intro. But I'm gonna ask that you guys stick around for just a little bit. I'm gonna do one more video, and we're gonna actually address something. Okay, cool. This isn't gonna be a long one, and we got one more video in this. Okay. All right, so this is gonna be, oh God, okay, so this is gonna be one of those things where I piss off a lot of fandoms. This is where I piss off a lot of fandoms. And fuck it, let's just fucking do it. We're doing it live, damn it. We're doing it live. Okay. So people have asked me before, like, and people get on my case about actually attacking this piece of shit comedian named Jimmy Dore. And you guys know I have videos on my channel about him. Yeah, Jimmy Dore is a piece of shit. Not only because, you know, I'm not even gonna say the whole, well, he was part of TYT and he left and he's talking shit. Like, no, people have their disagreements when they leave, like, different jobs. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I ever left the job that I'm at now, I'm not gonna think favorably of him. Fuck, I don't think favorably of him while I'm still working there. But it's the us versus them mentality. If you're not completely with me, then you're completely against me. That's the shit that I don't like. It's the going on Tucker Carlson to promote anti-Democratic Party hate, but not saying shit about the Republicans, other than, oh yeah, they kind of bad too. But one of the most difficult things to actually see from Jimmy Dore is his harassment of several different female politicians. One of the things that are just very, very just it just brings to mind, like, just some of the bullshit that you see from motherfuckers like this. It's the attack for, like, people like AOC, the attack of the squad. Yeah, they're politicians, but it's never a visceral attack like you would actually give for guys. his attack against Francesca Ferrantini, it was demeaning. His attack of other women journalists has always been demeaning. But this shit is just fucking totally disgusting. Let's go.
Fear you like they did, and now they're so desperate. She's calling, saying that he had harassed her. Well, watch this. She did this to me. She sent a DM to me last night. The last DM she sent me was April 14, 2016. Watching you guys kick ass right now. That was.
Now he's trying to tie this into a harassment of one journalist, whatever. Like, people can't be shit people. Like, just because one person's a shit person doesn't mean another one can't also be a shit person. But let's just hear what this fuck he has to say.
It's her last DM. But here's how she's trying to threaten me. And I'll tell you why this is a big mistake on her part. She says, I'm sure you remember when you constantly made inappropriate comments about how sexy you found me at work, and even felt the need to ask me where I shop for my jeans so you can buy a pair for your wife so she dresses better.
Now, mind you, Jimmy Dore has actually gone through a few co-hosts. I know Ron Placone, which is somebody who he had on the show, kind of distanced himself from this. This shit isn't funny. But let's go.
That was followed by an apology card you wrote me for the degrading harassment. I've been holding back, letting you run your mouth nonstop as if you're some sort of warrior for what's good in the world. That's going to change. So now she's, instead of saying I'm paid by the Russians or saying I'm working for Assad, she's now going to try to pretend I sexually harassed her when I was at the Young Turks.
That fucking nervous laughter is telling. That fucking nervous laughter is so fucking telling. It's just this forced laugh. The fact that you're trying to get ahead of the fucking story doesn't take anywhere near account to the fact that Jimmy Dore is a shit human being. But let's go.
So I remember I did ask her about, I want to buy a pair of jeans like that for my wife. Apparently that's offensive to her. I don't know if you ever watched The Young Turks, but all they talk about in the second hour when I used to be there was the most outrageous sex stories in the world. So, and you know, I mean, I don't want to have to tell you that Cenk literally sat next to Hannah and said if he was in government, he would make it legal for people to have sex with animals.
Wait, what the fuck does that have to do with you actually addressing a coworker with how they dress? Like, for real? Fucking for real. What does that have anything to do with that? How? Fuck, how? This is that whole immature ass bullshit. I'm gonna be a libertarian. Like, no. No matter what fucking story that you're doing in the context of a newsroom, that does not give you carte blanche to literally address somebody as they're your fucking sex object. This is coming from a man who actually draws sexy, tantalizing women. In the end, no! This does not give you the ability to objectify anybody. But it gets worse, people.
He literally said that. I'm not making that up. That people tweeted that video out. So they've said they wanted to be Howard Stern. Cenk Uygur and Annika Sperry, they wanted to do the Howard Stern show.
Ziggurat_sauce has just donated $5. Hey Crimson, sorry I can't
Did you ever
stay
notice
long,
that?
but
How many really stupid people you run into during the day?
Thank you, Ziggurat. Thank you.
So we're calling out her journalism and her McCarthyite smears, and this is how she responds. And I'll tell you this story. The story about that was followed by an apology card you wrote me for degrading harassment. Annika Sperry used to dress, when I worked there, unbelievably inappropriately for a newsroom.
Let's come close. Hey, Jimmy, the reason of she was dressed like that, so she was asking for it, was never a credible defense. It's quite fucking tone deaf, and it's about 30 years too old. Quite frankly, if that is a reason why you're making comments about the way somebody dressed, you're a piece of shit, and you're a fucking you're a sexual harassing apologist. But let's get back to it.
She looked like she was going to a rave. The skirt, one time she came into the newsroom with the skirt so short. It wasn't a pencil skirt. It was like a fluffy one too, but so short that she bent over in front of me and I literally saw her ass and her thong. She's wearing a thong. I literally saw it. Like, everybody saw it. And I go, hey, Anna, nice news skirt. And everybody.
Okay. So, here. Of course, worked in corporate America before the pandemic. I was in office. One, if somebody was wearing something that I felt that they may not have the physique to wear, you know what I did? I shut my motherfucking mouth. Because it wasn't appealing to me. It wasn't, you know, I didn't try to look because I wasn't trying to look. Maybe they may not have the physique to wear it. Maybe they were, which was more likely, a piece of shit person, and I didn't want to have anything associated with them, because no matter how good you look, if you're a piece of shit person, then like, why look at you? But two, if they were appealing to me to look, I don't make comments. Like, why would I fucking make comments to point somebody out in motherfucking, just to fucking humiliate them? What? Why? This is a textbook definition of at least harassment. And the fact that you're trying to look at what type of underwear that this young lady has on, that shows you're a fucking creep. How? Fuck, how? How do you do that? And then you laugh about it as if it's something that is fucking funny. But it gets worse.
But he laughed. Like, they laughed louder than I thought they would. And so it humiliated her. She got humiliated in the middle of the newsroom. And I did it. And I felt bad. At that time, we were friendly. And I was just busting her balls, right? For dressing like that in a newsroom. You're going to bend over and show me your ass? I think that's a little... I'm not offended, but I think that's a little risque.
Wow. Wow. And the sad part about it is, he's talking all this shit, and he has his wife laughing in the background. Like, yeah. Like, first of all, if you're hearing this shit, and you're hearing him talk about another young lady that is seriously trying to take themselves serious in the fucking journalism world, and you think it's funny because, haha, look, she's humiliated. One, Jimmy Dore is a piece of shit for actually trying to point that out and humiliate somebody in the fucking everybody else. Two, for you to actually co-sign on that shit, as Ryan says in the chat, it's not my fault you got offended by my actions that were purposely designed to humiliate you. What? People laugh? This is Schrodinger's asshole. So if you don't know what Schrodinger's asshole is, it's this. So you get these piece of shit people that tell a joke. And well, if people find it funny, haha, yeah, it was funny, haha. But if people find it offensive, wait, it was just a joke. Like, you can't win with these people. He is literally being Schrodinger's asshole right now. Because he's catching heat for the shit. But let's continue.
I walked around showing my ass to everybody. So,
wait. What did you just say?
Imagine if I did that. If I walked around showing my ass to everybody.
I mean, like, I don't know how we're not breaking YouTube terms of service because you're showing your ass right now.
So when I did that, so she got really mad. She got humiliated. Her face turned red. She tried to insult me back, and it just fell flat. And she looked, bad. And I felt bad for her. I didn't want to make her feel that, but I just wanted to make a little joke. And all I said was, "Hey, Anna, nice news skirt," and everybody in the newsroom, because everybody saw how inappropriate she used to dress, and everybody saw it. And so that's why I got such a huge laugh, and she was so humiliated. So I felt bad for her. So the next day I wrote her a card saying, "Hey, I'm sorry. I won't do that again. That was inappropriate. You don't have to worry about that happening again. I won't comment on your clothes anymore." I should have said, no matter how fucking ridiculous.
You mean you'll stop commenting on her thong?
On her thong.
Again, to know that somebody has a thong, you were looking, dog. It wasn't, oh, yes, yeah. No, you had to be looking. This is some creep shit. And, oh no, it's just the way she dressed. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm sorry for the Fascinatious. I'm gonna say this. I watched TYT. And I'm not the most stylish motherfuckers. Like, most of the time I've been wearing motherfucking tank tops and all this other good shit. But like, for you to actually, like, I don't like some of the shit that Anna wears, but it's because it's too extravagant. It's fucking too nice. Like, I'm more of a toned down person. But to say she dresses inappropriate for a newsroom, the fuck? How? No, you're just being a creep ass old man that's trying to stare down at somebody's half your motherfucking age or 3/4 of your age. I don't know. Still, it doesn't require for you to sit back and try to police how somebody else is dressed if nobody else has an issue with it. And if you had an issue with the way she's dressed, take it to HR. You fucking piece of shit. Okay. Well, okay. We're almost finished. Let's go.
That I could see. This is how low they're stooping now, Max. She's gonna try and gin up some kind of bullshit like this, some kind of #MeToo against me. And what she doesn't realize is that she's revealing that the reason why she's coming forward with some kind of accusation isn't because it bothered her and it was true and that she was traumatized, and that she's trying to get back at me because I'm telling the world about their poor journalism. So she's literally, I'm going to fucking #MeToo you because of what you're saying about my journalism. That's not how it's supposed to work. That's not supposed to be a retaliation for someone critiquing your work.
Nobody is critiquing your work. We're critiquing what type of piece of shit that you are. And I'm sorry. If this was an issue, Jimmy, you left the Young Turks more than a fucking year ago. It's been more than 2 fucking years. As a matter of fact, I think he left right after Trump got elected. If not a little bit after that. Somebody's waiting 3+ years to talk about the bullshit that you went through. This is not a critique of your, journalism. No, you're a piece of shit. This shit could have came out when you were being abusive to Francesca Ferricini. Like, but now, what the fuck, man? Come on.
#MeToo you for fucking, that's not how it's supposed to work. So you kind of screwed the pooch there. But good luck. I'm sure you'll get some shit libs to retweet it for you. But it will have. I don't have a manager, and I don't have a human resource department. So let's bring in Max now. Max, where would you like to take the conversation?
He's like, I'm like, and this is the fucked up part about it is, You see this motherfucker like, I'm not going, I don't know what else to do. That look of just like, why are you trying to throw me in this shit?
Yeah, this isn't really where I thought the conversation was going to go. I don't have the same history with these people, so.
Yeah, no. If you're a fan of Jimmy Dore and you want to defend this shit, defend his allegations, defend his, well, she was asked for it by the way she was dressing, I'm going to say this. Get the fuck off of my channel. If you feel that that story was okay, if you feel that, hey, he's just calling her out because they have bad issues, and it's okay to tell a story of how you humiliated somebody because of the way that they were dressed, get the fuck off of my channel. I'm sorry. This is some bullshit. This abusive ass, like, I don't even know what the fuck to call it. I don't care if you worked in the motherfucking porn industry with somebody and you're making inappropriate comments about the way that they're dressed. Fuck you. No one deserves to be disrespected, humiliated because of how they're fucking dressed. The fuck out of here. How could you still say this motherfucker is progressive? This is literally right-wing 101. We need to control how women dress. This is literally the Jordan Peterson argument of, well, women just be sexy in women just be sexy in the office and she try to imitate the way that their engorged vaginas are by wearing lipstick. Like, this is a Jordan Peterson argument. If you're somebody who agrees with the fact that, well, she dressed sexy, so she should handle the comments that I have to say about her, get the fuck off my channel. Don't want you here. But you know who I do want here? I do want people who want to actually help out the channel, who wants to actually subscribe, who wants to actually be able to help support the channel. Thank you. And please follow, subscribe, and all that jazz. I do this Monday through Friday, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you. All right, guys. Thanks for staying around a little bit longer. Yeah, Flip, like, if it was such a hit piece, why did they wait so long? Like, this could have been jumped on the bandwagon when all the other harassing shit that he was doing came out. Jimmy Dore is a piece of shit, and like, I know it's about building his own brand. It's about, well, yeah, look at me because I'm the hip, cool progressive. No, the fuck you are, guy. No, the fuck you aren't. But anyway, guys. Anyway, I want to say thank you for tuning in tonight. Thank you to Flip, to Master Fan, to Utah Outcast. I want to thank Kat, Vegeta. I want to thank Ziggurat. I want to thank Kevin. Thank you guys for actually joining in, for helping to help the stream tonight. You guys' support is always welcome. I want to thank, did I get everybody that I saw in chat? Please, guys, before I want to thank Request. I want to thank all of you guys for actually help joining the chat. I want to help for just the support. Thank you, guys. I'm gonna be back tomorrow at about 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm still getting used to to updating the time, but thank you guys, and as we always do.
What do you think that these executives are afraid you're going to do to white America?
Probably stop some racism.
Stop racism?
Yeah. They're probably afraid of that because then people don't hate each other, and people start talking to each other, and then they start talking to each other. They find out who's the problem.
Which is?
Greedy people.
Greedy. I have a couple things I want to ask you there. Do you really think that some of the guys that you dealt with at NBC, no names, right? Because there's lawsuits for that too, that some of these guys really want to promote racism actively, or is it a subconscious?
I just think it's part of capitalism, is to promote racism, you know, right? In order to make things work. If you feel better because you're white and you can get a job, you use that. I mean, you know, I would.
Absolutely.
Say, I'm sorry, Jack, but shit, they say I'm white. I'm going to use this.
Right, absolutely.
Get this job. I'm hungry, you know. But, and that separates people. So they keep people separated, and that keeps them from thinking about the real problem. That's as simple as I see it. Probably it's not that simple, but...
Now, all right, you and I are about the same age, right? We're in our mid-30s. How long is it going to take before guys who think like you, and I say guys who think like me, people who don't want to have racism in the country, people who don't want to be oppressing any minority, whatever it is, sexual, whatever minority, really get into positions of power and can change things?
You can't get in a position of power, it seems, if you think like that. It seems that the only time you get in a position of power is if you're like the people that are in power. To me, I mean, that's the way it goes. I mean, people that get to become executives become like the people that were already executives.
I don't know, maybe...
They go in with good intentions, but it eats them up. It's like a cesspool, you know, it just gets on you and it starts
the system
eating.
levels them.
Pretty soon it's all
Is that
gone.
what a cesspool sounds like?
Yes.